Agamushanju aha tayari West.
Osibira kurungi omurebi wa Tayari West na kwakira makuru gitu Agamushanju izoberi erya 25 ebyo kwezo kwa mukaga omwaka gw'2026 izoba lirakana urukufya Agamushanju ndi Olivia Kamsime. Amakuru gitu Agamushanju wahati ntwenda kubanza muri sinjiro ahi okujaguza kuriyo kugenda omisho bwanyuma yisinjiro gukora kurungi omu district zono mu ihanga na mnonga omubyobuhereza. Uriyo muhezi w'omwembezi w'ihanga Vice President ha Excellence Jessica Alupo eshaheji ariyo naje kugambaho aha bantu obwahati reka tukutwareho ahari sinjiro.
One also goes with that baton and gives another person, and then that one also goes and gives another person. The picture which we have here in Singiro today is that all the teams that participated in the rally of this service delivery were very disciplined, very accountable, and working as a team. So I would like to start by congratulating all those teams. But I and the Honorable Bright from Rama, who sit at the cabinet, where policies are formulated, maybe where legal regimes are originated, where projects of government are planned for, and where guidelines and regulations are created. It is a strong message to us because we can use Isingiro as an example of a local government that has understood, that has been understanding, and that will continue understanding how to channel the resources, how to explain the guidelines to the final beneficiaries. Those are the masses. And therefore, a big question comes: how about other levels? The same resources that have been channeled from the central government are the same resources that are channeled to the other central government. So Isingiro, you have given us an opportunity to have an example, a good one, that we can use to challenge the other local governments which are not performing as well as you are. Because I have demonstrated that it's like a rally. If you received from the central government, it came to the district local government, and now the results are showing that the outcomes, the outputs are desirable, are satisfactory to all the masses. It means that would have been the same trend to all the district local governments. And against that background, I thank my brother, the Honorable Bright Ramirama, for inviting me here to physically come to interact with you, but also to see for myself the progress that you are making in light of implementing the service delivery effectively and efficiently and producing good outcomes. Honorable Bright, thank you very much. Let's thank him for inviting me. The chairman has made a number of issues that he would like me to return and extend to the highest office. That is the office of His Excellency the President. The Honorable Minister has done the same. The members of Parliament and the SEC member has also made the same message to me in light of a few items that they feel should not wait, but me as a messenger should take them right away. What I can say is that I am conversant with a number of those issues already, because I have come to Isingiro here a number of times. I came here when I was a Minister of Education twice. And we went in that hill there, there's a school called Katanoga Senior Secondary School. That school at that time was a community school, and the minister here asked me to include it on the schools that government should grant aid under secondary education. But the requirements demanded that we first visit the school. In most cases, because those type of schools are many across the country, the technical teams move. But occasionally, the ministers accompany the technical teams when they have some time. So we would move together, me and the ministers of state. And on that particular day, when my brother Bright asked me about visiting Katanoga, I even asked him, what does Katanoga mean? And then he said, Katanoga means an area which has some little water. I don't know whether that is true. So I was very excited. I said, let's go and see that area which has some little water around. And I was very glad and was welcomed there in Katanoga very, very warmly. And we grant-aided that school that time. And many other secondary schools which he extended to the ministry for grant aiding, and also primary schools for coding. There was a time when His Excellency the President visited Isingiro, again when I was a Minister of Education. The ceremony was in whose constituency? Remember when we were eating in your home, and then they said, the President has arrived. It was in Bukanga. There was a big ceremony which was in Bukanga, and at that time, all the leaders who spoke talked about scarcity of water for domestic use and also scarcity of water for production. From LOC 1, LOC 5, Member of Parliament, opinion leader, that was a key point that was raised to His Excellency the President. When I returned to Rugaga, recently when I was a Vice President, that point was not as outstanding as it was when I came earlier as a Minister of Education. And that means that government does the interventions which serve the people of Uganda in a phased way, subject to availability of resources. I want to thank government for how far government has gone in solving the issue of scarcity of water for domestic use here in the Isingiro district. Today I have heard about pipes, that means work in progress. I have also heard about the promise of the project, that also means work in progress. So I want to thank you for understanding the mechanism in which government operates. I also returned to Rugaga recently, and we did a small fundraising in the church. But that time when I came, I even became a member of the Millennium Circle. I had come with the Right Reverend Sheldon Mwesigwa. So I am already a member of the Millennium Circle, and a registration was done in Rugaga. So that means that I am from Rugaga. Is there anyone who is from Rugaga here? We are together. If you go and check on the records of that bank there of the Millennium Circle in Rugaga, I am one of the key outstanding members of the circle. So I know about the road because I've passed that road twice. We also have discussed about that road in cabinet many times, and the LOC5 chairman and leaders of Isingiro, I can assure you that the issue of that road will be addressed. The status of the road is already known, and the capacity of the production of the people of Isingiro on agricultural products is known, and therefore government is aware that fixing that road is very crucial so that you can move those products fast and easily to the market. Recently, we were again in the fundraising here in the church with the Honorable Bright. Before elections, we were there in another church in his constituency, again with the bishop. So I understand about 70% of the challenges that the people of Isingiro are faced with. And what I can promise you is I will be one of the strongest advocates for the issues of Isingiro to be resolved at any level. Because I have always been, I'm promising you to continue to be one of your strong advocates. Today, I would like to make a short message. The chairman, I've already said something about the water, said something about the road. You said the road equipment. The Honorable Bianyima, you are saying about the road equipment. There is already a good practice that His Excellency the President has asked the Minister of Works and other MDAs to adopt, especially on large districts like Isingiro, Kasese, Tororo, I think also Ntungamu. So His Excellency has already directed that those districts that everybody knows that they are geographically bigger than others. For the case of the road units, for instance, instead of giving one, which is also given to a district with maybe 10 sub-counties, instead of giving one road unit to a district like Isingiro with 30 sub-counties, we should use that angle of good practice to give Isingiro 2 road units. And it is why the chairman was saying that the additional 1 billion has been granted to Isingiro. The same is happening to Kasese and also Tororo, because those are the districts which are still the biggest now as we speak. Tororo is also 30 sub-counties. I think Kasese is more than 30 sub-counties. So, Chairman, we shall stand with you to ensure that that good practice is taken care of in the Isingiro district and the other districts which are as wide as Isingiro. The issue of industrial park, we will remind His Excellency the President. Apparently, my work is very easy to remind His Excellency the President. But also, I will make a follow-up together with all the leaders here, all the leaders at the parliament level, at the local government level. It is teamwork. We shall follow up and ensure expeditious dissemination and practical feedback. I thank you for electing His Excellency the President with 98%, and you are being the first in the whole country. Thank you very much. And thank you for also supporting us, members of parliament, praying for us. Members of parliament, when we are campaigning, thank you for enabling us to win the election. In your different capacities, you made contributions. I want to thank you on behalf of all the leaders here. For us who were recently reappointed and those who are appointed, I thank you again in your different capacities for the prayers that you extended to God to enable the appointing authority to again get us into his list. Please continue praying for us so that we shall deliver services by the will of God. So I will now want to make my short message to you in saying that I'm honored to join the people of Isingiro on this important occasion as we celebrate your recognition as the best performing local government in Uganda in service delivery performance assessment for financial year 24-25 by the Office of the Prime Minister. On behalf of His Excellency the President, the government, and on my own behalf, I congratulate the leadership and the people of Isingiro district for this outstanding achievement. Congratulations. This success reflects effective leadership, teamwork between political actors and technical leaders, prudent use of public resources, and commitment to improving the welfare of all our people. Over the years, Isingiro has distinguished itself as a model district in service delivery, community mobilization, wealth creation, and socio-economic transformation. I commend the district leadership led by the chairman, but at the senior level, the Honorable Lieutenant Colonel Bright Bamirama, the district chairperson, the chief administrative officer, and all technical staff for their dedication to serving the people diligently. As one of Uganda's leading agricultural districts, Isingiro continues to make a significant contribution to national food security through the production strengthening Uganda's economy. I also commend the religious, cultural, opinion leaders, and development partners for mobilizing citizens to participate in government programs. Development succeeds when communities actively engage in programs designed to improve. As you are all aware, the parish development model remains government flagship program for household transformation. I am pleased that Isingiro is among the leading districts in its implementation. Let's clap for ourselves. I have been briefed that many households have benefited through parish circles and investments in productive enterprises. I encourage all beneficiaries to continue using these resources responsibly to create sustainable wealth and improve household incomes. I have been briefed that the district of Isingiro has steadily progressed in education, health, water supply, and road infrastructure. And I encourage all of us to continue keeping all the children at school, both girl children and boy children, including those with disability. I commend the people of Isingiro for peacefully coexisting with the refugee communities. Uganda's refugee policy remains a global example of compassion and inclusion, and your hospitality continues to strengthen social cohesion and development. Ladies and gentlemen, all these achievements have been possible because of the peace and security that Uganda enjoys under the leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. I urge all citizens to continue promoting unity, peace, and hard work. All Ugandans should avoid all forms of discrimination based on tribe, gender, religion, must remember that excellence comes with responsibility. We must continue focusing on increasing household incomes, expanding irrigation, allow me, as I close my message, to appreciate the teams that entertained us from here, the children and that gospel singer. Thank you for your thematic messages. And once again, I thank all the district leaders for the warm welcome and the messages articulated, which are geared towards solving the issues of the population. In conclusion, therefore, I once again congratulate the leadership and the people of Isingiro on this historic achievement. Your success demonstrates that when leaders work together and citizens actively participate in development programs, transformation becomes a reality. In this Kisanja, no more sleep, no more corruption. You can even deliver better. I wish you success in the financial year 26-27, and I hope that you will again emerge as the best. Because you have been at the top for 5 years in a row, and that is not a small thing. It is a big milestone that you should continue maintaining for the good of all the people here in Isingiro, but also as an example for others to learn from. I hope that I shall be returning again to Isingiro in the near future so that we can continue our conversation of transformation. I thank you, and I have said all this for God and my country.
Ebyo nibyo byembigenda omumaisho omuri Isingiro na munonga bikwatagenda okujaguza bw'okukora kurungi na munonga omu by'obuheereza omuri Isingiro district. Reka tukutware kakye omu kahumuro nitugaruka n'agandi mingi otarigaho.
Agamushanju aha tayari West.
Skylight Hotel, erestora uhereza bwa murembo muri Mbarara City. Ahi barukuhereza breakfast, ngakatogo, omelette, Rolex, shumbusha, chapati, chai y'amate, eyo mukaru, akatunda ko murembe nebindi.
Bineyo na chamushanere kutandika shamu kagazi hangwe. Nibateke nkoko, embuzi, echenyanja, muchamo, obushaza, akaru, ekitoche, echozi, emondi, greens, obutura, eshwiga, kandi echo kunywa. Nichigenderaho.
Hey! Manya bino buraro burungi bwo murembe. Aha bei nungi kandi warara Skylight Hotel Mbarara City. Breakfast ne yabusha. Bine rooms eziri self contained DSTV, security rije kandi parking ne yemarira.
Bine bara yo murembe. Pool table, sauna na steam bath hamwe na conference hall.
Skylight Hotel neshangwa omuri Mbarara City wahingura kache aha Vision Empire. Ebirukiraho tera notu mushanju mwenda 18 58 38 ninga notu mushanju notu mukaga 36 36 36.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Here's how you chase that gray away. You're a hot air balloon that could go to space with the air like you don't care, baby. happy by the way. Sip Mirinda today and show your smile, please. The world smiles back at you, so come on, smile, please. Sip Mirinda today, let's see those smiles, please. Sip Mirinda today and spread those smiles, please. Sip Mirinda today and show your smile, please. The world smiles back at you, so come on, smile, please.
Spread the smile.
Oh, there she is.
Hope you had better luck than us.
Did you get the crown? Open it. Man, this better be real. What? Where's the crown?
Grab your popcorn because this season, The Crown is on Pearl Magic Prime. Sundays at 8 p.m.
And that's it for today. Till the next episode.
Like a daily bando, like a daily bando, like a daily bando. Omuliro nguwulira muli mu mutima kukankana like drums. Kalakata, kalakata, enendungu ya kusabula. Mikono juu, free of fire, free of fire, free of fire. Oyino mukoro ngo kugayitwa okuhingira okubatiza ningo mukoro gwono gwa burtika hatshemererwa aha kuba mukoro gwawe gwaza kubonera aba Grace and Family Concepts niyo answer yawe nibaboneze mikoro yone ya burtika ebonera haza kikwise kitinisa nibakora ke kisinongize mikoro eyibura umuntu akuryaho kandi akagumana yegomba haza yujuka ngo nibo bamwe n'aba Reka Tents and Concepts abine mega tents enungi enyonjo kandi umusayize zone bine screens nyamhango eza LED ninga zite pano screens bine nobereza bwa mobile toilets kandi bibyona nebyakabeyi kaci reko mukoro gwawe gushemere guzo mu byafayo n'aba Grace and Family Concepts hamwe na Reka Tents and Concepts nebashangwa mbararo mutawuni a high street ahashungine na day to day supermarket.
Agamushanju aha tayari West.
Cheka chitu cha kabiri eky'amakuru gitu Agamushanju. Ekitongole ky'ebyamagara omunsi yona ekya World Health Organization niza kutandika kugeza embazi ebiri okureba yaba nebaasa kukoresibwa omukuragurira abantu aburwire bw'endwara ya Ebola erikureeta ekika ky'akakooko aka bundi bujo gyete bundi bujo virus. Endwara ya Ebola eriho bwahati omu ihanga erya Democratic Republic of Congo hamwe na Uganda nereeta ekika ky'akakooko aka bundi bujo kandi egyo bwahati teine mubazi gwona. Orikurura ekitongole ky'ebyamagara omunsi yona Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus nagira ngu amaani agatiire omu kurwanyisa okujanjara kwa Ebola gakozire kihango okutubya okujanjara kw'endwara egi kandi ekikyagumizamu obusinguzi tuburahari. Nashobora ngu esande erikwija okugezesa emibazi ebiri ekozirwe kubaasa kukozesibwa okuragurira Ebola erikureetwa akakooko ka bundi bujo nikwija kutandika omu ihanga erya Congo hamwe na Uganda. Emibazi egi ni monoclonal antibody MBP 134 hamwe na n'ogwa remdesivir.
In the past 5 weeks, the number of treatment beds has increased from less than 10 to over 500 in 19 health centers. With support from WHO and the Africa CDC, laboratory capacity has increased from 30 tests a day at the Central Laboratory in Kinshasa to over 2,000 tests a day in 9 are becoming aware of the risks of Ebola and asking for the tools and support to protect themselves. And more than 100 people have now recovered. With early detection and supportive care, many can survive this disease. But we could save many more lives with therapeutics, and preparations are now complete for a trial of 2 therapeutics that's expected to start in DRC next week. The trial will evaluate whether 2 antivirals, MBP134 and remdesivir, can help to reduce mortality in patients with Bundibugyo virus disease alone or in combination. We thank the United States and Gilead Sciences for donating doses of the trial. Together with our partners, we will announce more information next week. WHO and our partners are working closely with the communities to inform and involve them in the trial. We're also working to ensure the communities have access to the therapeutics should they prove safe and efficacious. The trial will be conducted by a consortium of partners, including DRC's National Institute for Biomedical Research, ALIMA, Oxford University, and WHO. Despite the good progress we have made, we still face major challenges, and the outbreak is continuing to outpace the response. There are now 1,094 confirmed cases with 277 deaths. The outbreak is continuing to move fast. Political advocacy and action are essential to create the conditions for increased humanitarian access and a scaled response, because the outbreak is happening.
Twargayo kwe tukazaho umurhoima abazibe bitabo mu government zibyanga bashaba gukora imirimo yabo n'ubuvunanizwa barukora imirimo yabo okutungura ebyo buhereza. Silvatin Zarira or Assistant Commissioner Ministry ya government zibyanga nagira government zibyanga ngo butandishuro bibyo buhereza kandi chukuru munonga omuntu nguka.
Obwabiri nagambaho n'ababazi b'ebitabo aba local government eza district ezitorinwemo omuriro rwagati burenge rw'izuba n'amatemba g'ihanga Omurhoima City akubatendeka okubeine kubika ebitabo by'ebyafayo ebibarukora. Silvatin Ndizarira Assistant Commissioner wa Ministry ya Government z'ebichweka arukujunanizibwa n'ahakurambura za district nashoborra ngo government z'ebichweka nizishira kimwe ahansi omukusiha abantu obuhereza kandi okwandika kurungi ebikwatirine n'enshohoza y'esente nikikuru omunkurakurana y'ebichweka. Nagira ngo buri ntebekanisa yona eya government z'ebichweka nobukwakuba okwombeka ebyombeko ningo kukora enguudo nobubyakuba ebyobuhingi n'oburiisa nebikorerwa mu ofisi y'ebyesente konka omugasho gwabyo nigurebekera omukuba rukukora okuhandikana n'okubiika ebyo ebikwatirine n'enshohoza.
Basically to remind them of their work as we prepare them for a system which is called the simplified computerized accounting and reporting tool, which is being cascaded to local governments.
Nashoborra ngu okuhandika kurungi ebikwatirine n'ebyesente bikabikwa tekikora nk'akaromborombo ak'ebyesente konka ohireho na n'okureetaho obwesige kurugomba bantu babutosha hamwe na n'okworeka embalirra.
The accountants have know what to do, but because when we are recruiting accountants, we base on their professions. But now what we are doing is like a CPD, continuous professional continuous professional development.
Michael Geoffrey Twino Mujuni nawe arukurgo ministry ya government z'ebichweka yashaba ababazi b'ebyesente okweta habuhabuzi obukubahebwa ababazi b'ebitabo obwe barugumizamu nokora emirimo yabo eyebyesente ahabwo ku bantu bo bantu abarukwijagumizamu ne bacheberwa nokushijumwa okubarukora.
We want the internal auditors to come and look at our accounts, our books of accounts. So that purple ink may not even be there in some of our books of accounts. So when the auditors come like this, what do? We give them fuel. Let go. We don't want them there. I will follow you. At the end of it, when the green pens come, those are what? The external auditors.
Mogisa Katusabe ari umubichi wa Chiliandongo Town Council district ya Chiliandongo yagirango okutende ku kunkwija kubahwera okwiha enshobi n'oburemezi obubabire nibashanga omukwandika ebyesente obu ebitongore byinji bya government bilioni bihindura omunkora eyembara yebyesente. Katusabe yayihanangiriza ababazi b'ebyesente batahibe okutomutuma ahankoransi eziteirweho ezokubara ebyesente omukoreka enkozesa yazo hamwe n'embarira obu hariho empindahinduka omu byokuhandika n'okworeka enkozesa y'esente ebiteirwe no mu nshoro za y'emishoro obwa hati ebiteirweho.
Other accountants have challenges because some of them are account assistants who may be having from the diploma. You see, a class work are different from the real practical part of this office. In the classes, we learn some few areas, but when you come to the work, you really see a difference between most likely posting the books, abstracting, making the ledgers, and then going up to the preparation of the trial balance.
Gasha Kwagad Asaba ahabwa Tayari West.
Amakuru kuruga umuroho y'Imana ugatsya mherugwi rw'amakuru kita Agamushanju reka nkwendeze izoba runji wabana kusiha amakuru Agamushanju ndi Olivia Kamsin.